So in this video, I shall be talking about what a trend line is and how to draw them. I know we have seen plenty of video, but see one more. So trend lines are useful for structuring price action. Now you will ask that what is price action? If you do not know that, go to unofficed.com and go to courses. Just zoom and copy the URL. I will be also pasting the link of the URL in the video description. And you'll be finding what is price action here. It is a free lesson, you can say. Just read it. Okay, so price action is basically prices of the whatever security you are seeing. Anyways, so trend lines are useful for structuring price action. So they can be used to identify the current trend or to confirm the reversal of the current trend. Similarly, like support and resistance. So although they do the same stuff like support and resistance, but they are not support and resistance, okay, which many people confuses. This white line I have drawn here, it does not mean that it took a support here. Okay, it is a trend line. Support and resistance are always drawn in horizontal way, always. Anyways, let me draw it again. So the basic concept is, if the price is above the trend line, the overall direction is up. And if the price is below the trend line, the overall direction is down. So in this case, you can see the price was up, but it breaks through the trend line. It means the price is changing the direction. Similarly, like support and resistance, but again, I am emphasizing on the fact that trend lines are not support and resistance. Anyways, so trend line, actually they are very weaker than support and resistance. Okay. Anyways, so trend lines in the uptrend are usually drawn by connecting two lows in a line. So let me show you. You know, I am assuming by making this video that you know what is uptrend or what is downtrend. Otherwise, again, you can go to Unofficed, go to courses, and you can check this course. This is again free course. Some text are there. Have a look. Anyway, so this is a uptrend, as you can see. I don't need to draw the entire thing, but I'll be still drawing it. I love to draw. The more you study, the more you get the trades. Actually, while I was studying to make this video, I got 2 trades. Anyways, so these are the what you can say, higher lows, and if you can connect them, see, you are not able to connect it properly. Okay, so just do it like this. That is also fine. Let me just remove all the drawings. Let me do it in my way. I'm just connecting 2 lines here. So trend lines in the uptrend are drawn by 2 lows in a line. So I am just drawing the 2 lows, which is encapsulating most of my points. So my 2 lows is this low and this low. So trend lines in an uptrend. So this is an uptrend. You have seen it before. Trend lines in an uptrend are drawn by connecting 2 lows in a line in a way that most of the points are being encapsulated in that. Now, when this is broken, it does not imply the same thing as a support is broken. Okay, it means that it may fall down from here now on. Now the price is moving from uptrend to downtrend. Anyways, while making this course, I was just few minutes ago, an hour ago, you can see I was drawing something that trend lines in an uptrend are drawn by connecting 2 lows. I showed there, but you can see it is so much perfectly occurring. And this is a daily time frame chart. The more you deep dive into lower time frames, the more chaotic it will become. So if you need perfect charts, go to higher time frames. See, perfectly 3 points are okay. See, 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points are touching the trend line, and the price is above the trend line, so overall direction is up. Okay. The price is below the trend line, so overall direction in this point was down. Anyways, so this is a trend line that is telling that the direction is down, and this is a trend line that is telling that direction is up. Now, you may see drawing like this. This is called a channel. This is not a trend line at all. The trend line has to be this one only. If it is going up, the trend line has to be down. And if it is falling, the trend line has to be in the upside. So when it is falling, the trend line is sort of signifying the resistance, and when it is going upside, the trend line is sort of signifying the support. Now, the more the price touches the trend line, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the more the price touches the trend line, the more valid it is. Now, it is not necessary that all the candles have to be below or above the trend line. Like, see, if you go to the 5-minute time frame, it will be a chaos again. Now, you can draw a trend line like this. See, that is arbitrary and that is fine. Just as support and resistance, you can choose whether you can use the bodies of the candle or the wicks as the basis of the trend line. Like, I'll come back to this point later. Let me show you another example I was making there. Like, see, the trend line, this one, there are two trend lines. One trend line is this one, which is in the outer side. One trend line is on the inner side. The inner side trend line, I have connected the bodies. See the body of this candle, the body of this candle, I have connected them and I have extended them. So this is, you can also tell a trend line. And if you connect the wicks, that is also a trend line. So you can call trend line both of them. So that is fine. Anyways, so you can call this is as another trend line, and you can tell that the price is actually moving up from here because the more points are here, right? So it is actually moving from here, and whenever it is coming from this line to this line, it is acting like a support 2. Okay, so this is called sort of a like trend line 1, and this is sort of a like trend line 2. So that also works. So whatever fits for your suggestion. And you can see like the support turns resistance, the same thing is also happening here. So when we are extending this line and this, you can see it is connecting this. So it is actually a powerful trend line. And you can also see that it is acting as another trend line here. So the more you come down from the more you deep dive in the lower time frames, the more chaos it will become. But if you go to the upper time frame, it will be very much perfect. Anyway, so what I was saying, that it is not necessary that all the candles are below or above the trend line, as long as vast majority of them are. Okay. So that's why it is not as something very important as support and resistance in lower time frames. But in upper time frames, everything is important. Upper time frame, it is very much important. Now see, it has broken and went upside, right? So a new trend line can form here. What will happen now? I'll delete this line. Now our expectation is it can come down to here. It can, if it comes down to here, it will act like a resistance. So that's the thing you need to know about the trend line. Anyways, if we go to more deep, we'll be seeing many detailed stuff like that. And if you are a Newton student, you can go there and revisit the course of the trend line and give the quiz again once more time, because I just made it with very much good content. And if you think I am wrong in somewhere, just tell me. Although I think I sound confusing many times, but I'm just starting to making out this video. I'm not accustomed with properly. Anyways, so let's have a quick recap. So my whole quick recap is that in this video, we have learned that what is the trend line and the correct way to draw them. And also you learn that trend lines and support and resistance are different thing. You learn one more fact, that support and resistance are only to be drawn horizontally. And one more fact, you learned about forgiveness, that you can draw trend line in wicks, and you can also draw trend line encapsulating the bodies. But the wicks are better, I like them. The more the candles are within the trend line, the more better. Now, how you will trade using the trend line, that's your edge. So what my edge is, that I showed you in this case. Let me just show you again once more. So in this line, my trend line was something like this previously. Then my trend line moved and it became like this. Okay. Now you can see that it broke upside like this. Now what I assume that when it retraces like this, it can make some kind of support. everything is assumptive and everything is what I am thinking that what can happen. But still, so the market is a base of the market is entirely probability, right? So these are the stuff which you can rely on to make some probabilistic decisions. Anyways, hope you like this video and hope you understand that why I have charging so much of 28,000 in the Newton course. But actually it is very less if you compare to the Twitter guys who are just talking for 2 hours and charging the same amount. And even in the tiniest part of something like Trendline, which is only week 1, there are 7 more weeks like that, you can see the amount of content and hard work I have put in on it. If you don't like to pay me, you can go browse the internet, and also you can go browse my site where everything is almost free anyways. So much course, everything is free here. Okay, only 3 courses are paid. Give me some break. Thank you. Bye.